Howard and Brown, a business development podcast. We are your one-stop solution for business. You're watching Howard and Brown, a business development podcast.
Another episode of Howard and Brown podcast, a business development podcast that helps entrepreneurs go to the next level. Our society is being embraced and overran, I would say, with the interest of entrepreneurship. And a lot of people, they want to become entrepreneurs, and a lot have flooded our county and our state governments for compliances to enter into the life of an entrepreneur. And a lot of them, I really don't understand what they've gotten themselves into. And so here on the Howard and Brown Business Development Podcast, we're going to enlighten you a little bit on this episode so we can talk about the mind you need to have to be an entrepreneur. So we're going to give some great information on the mind you need to have to be an entrepreneur, all right? So, and it's amazing, I have one of my clients calling in at this time, and so with a great company that she has, and a great invention that she's bringing forth. But we'll talk and bring her onto the show later. But listen, we want to talk about the mindset. We want to talk about what you really need to have as a mind. Yesterday, if you came on the podcast, we know we talked about, separating yourself or identifying yourself between a hustler and a CEO, okay? A hustler and a CEO, and we want you to go to the Howard and Brown website, which is howardandbrown.com, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later, all right? But as we talked about yesterday, knowing the difference between hustling and being a CEO, understanding going from job to job just to make some money, or actually putting systems in place, okay? And we want you to be able to identify, have you been hustling or are you operating as a CEO? Which way? Well, one of the biggest things that can separate us from being a hustler or being a CEO is really our mindset. What is your mindset concerning business? And I want to talk about some myths. I want to talk about things that you need to correct when it concerns your mind, when it concerns a business. Now, a couple of things, I'm going to get right into it. And I may step on a few toes, but this is a platform to help you grow and take your business to the next level. So listen to me clearly when I say this. Now, if you stepped into the entrepreneur world, the mind you had as a 9-to-5er is so different when you become a business owner. You cannot have the same mindset that you had as a 9-to-5er. Now, some of you 9-to-5ers, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, you get to work just right before time or a little late, and it's supposed to be okay. You're ready to leave right even before the time is to leave. You're ready to take your breaks and your lunch, and you do just enough to keep your job. Just enough. When you step into the entrepreneur world, it's not like that. You got to understand that you have to be the first one up and the last one leave. Your work ethic has to go to a whole nother level because you're responsible to build that business. And if you've had a very procrastinating, slowful type of life as a 9-to-5er, entrepreneurship is going to really evolve you. You can do it, but it's going to really evolve you to the next level. And you got to understand. And let me tell you something, I'm going to get real transparent with you because some of you know what I'm talking about when I say procrastinating spirit, slowful spirits, things that makes you not want to do. I was talking to my brother one day at my home, and we was just talking, and he recorded me while I was talking. Well, in the recording, I was talking about having successful, that ability that makes you successful is the ability to do the extra effort. Let me bring it home for you. You know how sometimes you walk by your kitchen and you see those dishes and you know you need to wash those dishes, but your mind said you need to wash those dishes, but then the other mind says, no, you'll do it later. No, you'll do it later. And then later becomes later, and then later becomes later, and later becomes later. And now a guest is about to come over, somebody's knocking at your door, and you have a guest that's coming on, and your house looks a mess. Versus making that extra effort and go ahead and get the dishes washed because you don't know who may show up at your home. That extra effort, that little spirit that talks to you, and some of you know, I just gave an example with dishes, but some of you know when that extra effort spirit, it talks to you. And it tells you, you can do it later. We'll do it later. We'll do it. Some of my authors out here who you've been waiting to write a book, you've been listening to that spirit that make you go, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, well, I got to do this. Well, I got to do that. That spirit that stops you from making the extra effort. That extra effort changes your whole format. And if you can get that spirit of extra effort, you'll see yourself accomplish. Extra effort is the spirit you have to have as an entrepreneur. You've got to have that spirit. You can't be the kind that wants to start after 9 and want to quit before 5. That is not the life of an entrepreneur. And you got to go beyond what everybody else. When everybody else quit, you got to keep on going. That extra effort is what makes you successful as a business owner. Work ethic has to be out the roof if you're going to be an entrepreneur, okay? And I don't care, and yes, technology makes it a little more simpler, but let me tell you something. You still need to get it in your mind and your spirit that you have to put it in. You have to put it in every single day. You have to put it in to make your business become the legacy for your children, bring the financial blessings that you wanted to bring, build your system, build your income that you can see that residual come in, build it. And it takes for you to grind every single day. You cannot give excuses. You cannot complain. Who you going to complain to? You the boss. Who you going to give excuses to? You the boss. You can't give excuses. You have to do the extra effort. I'm going to tell you what I heard my mother say to my children one time. They said, anytime you listening to yourself, stop. You need to stop listening to yourself. You give yourself bad advice, okay? And you don't need to listen to yourself when it's time to get things done. All right? You need to listen to that spirit of extra effort. Make the extra effort to get what you need done for your particular business. And if you got that mindset, I'm telling you, it's going to be a rough road. You still can do it, but it's going to be a rough road if you walk into business ownership with a 9-to-5 attitude, okay? You got to understand, it is up to you. This is your opportunity. Now, I want to give you something very important, because I believe that God is transforming and evolving your life to another level. I believe he's making you in this season do things you've never seen before in your life. But I want to give you something very powerful. It's not going to be some oil thrown on you and you're going to spin around 15 times and it's going to happen. No, it is going to, faith without works is dead. I know I'm preaching now, y'all, okay? You got to go to work. And when you go to work consistently, you will see the efforts of your work, okay? You will see the efforts of your work. I'm going to read to you guys a text I got this morning. I woke up this morning, and this was the first thing on my phone before my workout, and I was really amazed to this text. And I thought it was just fitting that I share with you my text this morning. Came in this morning, early this morning, and it's a friend of mine. I hadn't spoke with him in a long time, hadn't seen him in a long time, but he just felt that he needed to share this with me. And it said, "Awesome man of God, I hear it clear to tell you, don't you dare move. Quit, give up, nor out, but hold your place right where you are, because you are next in line. God has seen your struggles and your pursuits and is about to reward you for your faithfulness, dedication, and commitments. Whatever ship you are in, hold fast and stay in the ship. Fellowship, relationship, discipleship, regardless of how they are doing it over there, you hold fast. Stay the course. You are next in line. Glory to God." And I give shouts out to Elder Thaddeus for sending me that this morning. You don't understand, as an entrepreneur, you have to stay the course. You have to continue. You know, no matter what, if they say no to your sale pitch, you got to keep going. You got to keep sending that sales pitch out. You got to keep posting. Keep sending your stuff out on Facebook. Continue to put your stuff out on Instagram and LinkedIn. Continue talking to people. Don't give up. Don't stop. But you cannot have the mind of a quitter or someone who procrastinates and put things off to another day. You can't do that and want to be successful in business. You cannot. It is not easy. It's a zero tolerance for procrastination in entrepreneurship. It's zero tolerance for those who want to change their financial future and be in this type of role. There's a zero tolerance. You cannot expect things to come if you're not willing to put the effort that it takes to make it happen. I said something so powerful in an earlier broadcast. I said, "I can't afford it" is a lot and from the pit of hell, okay? You can afford whatever you're willing to work for. Affordability is not in your budget. Affordability is in your work ethic. I'm going to say that again. Affordability is not in your budget. Affordability is in your work ethic. If you're willing to work for it, I'm telling you, beloved, you're going to be able to have it and to manifest in your life. All right? You need encouraging people that's around you that can pour into you and that can speak life into you, because you're going to need it as an entrepreneur. You're going to need it in this business world. You're going to need it. There's going to be some days you're going to be high. You're going to be, you're going to be on top of the world. But there's going to be some days that you're not going to, you don't even want to go into your own business. All right? You're going to want to stay home from your own business, but you can't. That'll be the day that big time client shows up. That'll be the day that that major opportunity shows up. That'll be the day when it just busts open for you. The day you want to stay at home, the day you don't want to put that suit on, the day you don't want to put that dress on, the day you don't want to put that makeup on, the day you want to just go in and lounge is the day that major client shows up. You have to do it every single day. You have to be on top of your game every single day, because you never know when opportunity is going to present itself. The spirit of extra effort. I hope you were blessed today, because I want you to have the right mindset and know the truth. Know the truth. Sometimes people don't tell the truth about what it takes to be an entrepreneur. Okay? They think you can just get some money, go get some money. Let me tell you something. Getting money is only a smart portion of running a business. Because you can have the money, but if you don't have the right mindset, listen, you can mess over that money. All right? This is your time. Just like my friend said to me that it's my time, it's my turn. It's your time, it's your turn. I wanted today's broadcast just to be encouraging, to talk about your mind, to give you some things that you just need to know. If no one else told you, here on the Howard and Brown Business Development Podcast, we're telling you. This is what you have to be an entrepreneur. This is your time. This is your moment. I want you to do it. Make the extra effort to start your business, to grow your business, to improve your business, to learn more about business. Make the extra effort so you can be on the other side of the millionaire class. Listen, you've been watching the Howard and Brown Business Development Podcast. We'll see you Monday. Have an awesome, awesome weekend. Now remember, we want you to continue to help us thank and support the sponsors of this awesome podcast, which is Mutual Believers Association, by simply going to our website, which is MBAforthepeople.com. That's MBAFORthepeople.com. Join, be a part of the association. And also, for those that need help in your business, want you to come to howardandbrown.com. That's Howard and A-N-D Brown.com. We're ready. The team is ready to get you and your business to the next level. The biggest expense that you have is what you don't know. God bless. We'll see you next time here on the Howard and Brown Business Development Podcast. Bye-bye.
You're watching Howard and Brown, a business development podcast. Tune in Monday through Friday at 6:30 p.m.